Jit Camp Bonfire Podcast, Ep.22. And today I'm here with a very special guest. We had him on for a little bit for the regular episode, but now he's here for his episode. The homie, the only one too.
Yeah, yo, what's good, brother?
Just chilling out, man. We finally did it. We've been talking about doing this episode for a while. You said you wanted number 22.
Yeah.
So I locked you in. You're about to go on tour, so we're doing it today, man.
Believe it. I had to get in an alignment, 222.
For sure, bro.
Gotta make it make sense.
So let's go back to like the early days. I don't know too much about like your early days of your career and stuff and like getting into music.
Yeah.
Was it always like around the St. Pete scene or?
Nah, I really started like taking music serious like I would say like around 2009. Yeah. Like in Orlando though.
Okay.
Yeah, so I started off like as an intern at the studio called KDS Studios. It's previously Transcontinental Studios, like with Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, Mandy Moore, like all of them used to record.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I started interning there. And then from there, I just met like an engineer named Tommy Hicks, and he kind of like showed me the ropes of like music. It just started bringing me in sessions and like showing me how to record. I really just like finessed my way in the studio for real. Yeah, so like from there, I went from intern for like 2 years, and then like learn how to use Pro Tools. Then I just started recording myself. And then from there, it just went up.
How'd you get over to Orlando?
I used to go to school out there, UCL.
Oh, cool.
Valencia Community College. Yeah. That's what brought me to Orlando.
I don't know too much like about the Orlando scene other than like Danny Towers and like you, obviously.
Yeah, I know Danny.
How is it out there?
Orlando scene it's a good scene because it's like it's a college town, so you gotta put in your mind like UCF got like 60,000 students by itself, so it's like a small city.
Yeah.
So like if you got a good sound, it could catch because it's like it's a college town, it's a young town, and it's also like a heavy tourist city with like Disney World, Universal. It's a lot of people coming in and out, so it's a good city, man. Like, I mean, I started there, so it worked for me. Yeah.
They want that party music.
Yeah, definitely a lot of parties.
So did the idea of rock and soul come about like during those times when you were like interning and stuff, or was that like after?
Rock and soul started before I started interning.
Okay.
Yeah, that was an EP I made with my boy Showboat. Yeah, we kind of like put that EP together, and then I met my engineer Tommy, and he kind of like evolved the sound that we was working on, because he's like heavy guitar bass, heavy string bass, and him, my boy Michael Male, and Dana Harmon, we kind of all like cohesively made a rock and soul sound. They were all the producers on the project, and just heavy string bass and 808s. Like I kind of like, I don't want to say pioneered the sound, but I'm like one of the starts of like doing heavy string bass and 808s like early on, before like it became a trend.
No, I could see that because that was back in like 2012 almost, like around that time.
Yeah. The first one I dropped was like in 2009. It was an EP.
Mm-hmm.
But then 2012, I packaged it up. I think it's like 16 songs.
Yeah.
Then I made the LP in 2012. But the first one I dropped was an EP.
It's crazy that like even the riffs and stuff that you still have in a lot of your production nowadays, it like is a signal to like back to that time, you know? It's like the sound just keeps evolving.
Yeah. I try to always like blend the new sound with the old, but and I also work with the same producers that like who I started with. So it's like we just keep getting better with time. It's not like I'm always like searching YouTube beats or like on BeatStar trying to like be down with everyone. I like just like keeping the same cohesive sound, same producers, and just growing with them. Yeah.
So I was checking out some of your older videos on YouTube, and I seen Pirate Gang stuff come up.
Yeah.
Let's touch on the Pirate Gang era.
Yeah, Pirate Gang, man. That's crazy. TVPG. So Tampa Bay Pirate Gang. That's what we used to go by
Hell
like
yeah.
back in the day.
Let's go.
Just kind of like playing off like Jose Gaspar.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Gasparilla, like Buccaneers, just like Tampa's like pirate culture.
Yeah.
So we kind of like did that, but to make it commercial, instead of being Tampa Bay Pirate Gang, we made it Team Before Personal Gang.
Okay.
Yeah. So Team Before Personal Gang was for corporate, and like Tampa Bay Pirate Gang was like, if you know, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So is that why you had like the Treasure Chest album and then the Forbidden Treasure?
Yeah. See, it's all just went with the theme of the label.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So on a couple of those projects, I saw that you had like Kasky featured.
Yeah.
I'm not too familiar with him. I know he's like from Florida, and I fuck
Mhm.
with that album he has with Yellow Wolf and stuff. So
Yeah.
how did you get tapped in with him?
Well, Kasky, I met him in the studio in Orlando. I used to record at. And he used to just pull up, just like be in the sessions, chilling. It's like before he had a deal or whatever, he just like come pull up, vibe. And one day he just pulled up to my boy's show crib and just knocked out a verse for me. Just on some cool vibe. And then like probably like a year or two later, he like signed with Cash Money. Yeah, so that's how that went about. I met him in Orlando though, just in the studio.
Is that how you ended up getting on tour with him and stuff?
Yeah, for sure. That's how we did shows together and whatnot. For sure. I known him for like 13 years.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy to keep like a relationship in like the music industry like that. Like
Mhm.
obviously it was like before a lot of that, but
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, I feel like if you just a solid person and you not like putting up a facade or like, you know, just be you, be cool, like you can maintain your relationships in or outside of any industry, you know what I mean? Just like be solid, bro. Like you gonna lock in. And if you ain't solid, then it'll all fall apart. Yeah, so like I was at bro wedding too, you know what I mean? Shout out to Florida Witch, his wife. Close friend as well, like solid people, man. Outside of like industry, like just life game, solid.
yeah, that's kind of rare to find nowadays because a lot of people like change up, you know?
Yeah, for sure, but you know, we not too fond of the fair weather friends around here.
Yeah. So let's talk about Fake Love.
Fake Love. What you want to know about Fake Love?
Man, it's one of my favorite songs whenever you perform it. I feel like it gets the crowd like hype and ready to go. You know?
Yeah.
It's like that when you throw on that like throwback joint, it's like, all right, we'll see who the day one fans are, you know?
Yeah, word. Yeah, I made Fake Love like during the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my boy Mike Weezy. Yeah, we made that. I made it so quick, bro. You don't even know how quick I made that. Like, just one day, just getting tired of Fake Love. So I was like, man, you know what? This Fake Love. Quick, like 15 minutes. I made that record for real.
Do you write any?
Nah,
it's all freestyle?
It's like, what I want to say, divine intervention.
No, I feel that.
I just like hit a beat and I just lock in. So it was not like a freestyle. It's more like I'm tapping in with God. He just telling me what to say.
No, I feel that.
Yeah. So it's like just a lock in mode. I get in like a little hyperbolic time chamber type of vibe. That's how I be in the yo. Yeah, but I don't write. I don't really write. I used to write. All of my projects you heard, like Rock and Soul, Florida H2O.
Supernova?
Nah, Supernova, I ain't write. That's when I start writing.
Okay.
Yeah. I start writing at the Treasure Chest.
Was it just because you wanted to just like use like God's way and just kind of go off
I
of
used
that,
to write. Bro, the funny thing about it is like I used to write a lot, like especially when I worked like a regular job. I used to write like on receipts, napkins, and just like piece together bars like throughout my day. Or like whatever I was doing, like, oh, that's hard. Let me write it down. Oh, this is hard. I'll write it down. But I noticed like the music that I wrote And the music, how I kind of just take the new approach I do, just like off the top of the head. It connects more when I do it this way than when I write. Because when I write, it's a little more introspective, more heavy lyric base. It's kind of harder to digest versus when I just do it spur of the moment. What happened that day, what happened yesterday, off the top of the mind, is like palatable. It's easier for people to like digest.
No, I could see that.
Yeah.
So since you started doing that around like the Supernova time, tell us a little bit about that project, like what kind of vibe you were on.
Yeah, so around the Supernova time, I was just coming back from like a hiatus because I ain't dropped a project for like 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
So from like Treasure Chest to Supernova, I took like a 5-year break. Yeah, I ain't dropped music for like 5 years. And then I pulled up to a Joey Badass concert. And then he kind of just like put the battery back in my back to like make music again. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to take another shot. And then 2018, that's when I jumped back on the wave, dropped Supernova. I linked with Michael. And he produced like the whole project besides like one song, I think. Yeah, and we just locked in. Him and my boy Reese's Pieces. He kind of coached me vocally on like how I should change the sound. Cause I don't know if you noticed, but like my first 4 projects is like no curse words, no cursing.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, no curse words. My first 4 projects, no curse words. Like just all clean lyrics and like more rappy. Once I started with Supernova, that's when I was like, man, I'm just throwing it all on the wall. Like, yeah. Just start getting grittier, but more melodic. Yeah. I started using my voice more too with the Supernova.
Yeah, I noticed that you got a little bit more melodic. You started like playing with your voice a little bit more. Let's see how this sounds. Let's throw this on that track.
Yeah, I just went in experimental mode when I just started making music again. Cause like I said, I was more methodical and like plotting and planning and writing. So it was like I felt like the music was in a box. But then when I went Supernova, it was just like I'm just try whatever. You know what I mean? First thing come to my mind, that's what I'm gonna say, and then let me try this melody and let me do it this way. I was just more like on the spot recording versus like trying to keep what I had confined in these lines on this paper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Interstate Quattro.
Yeah, Interstate Quattro. Shout out my dog Big Mo. It's my brother, man.
Is that like a St. Pete, Tampa Bay, Orlando kind of like connection tape?
Nah. He from out here. He from the Bay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he from the Bay. But it's just, it's one of those, if you know, you know. Like, Interstate Quattro, Interstate Alpha, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We just took a lot of chips on that thing. So we just made an ode to the interstate.
So how I got put onto you was actually from your cousin Alex.
Yeah, okay.
I went to high school with him, and then like one day when I first started doing like the Jit Camp stuff, I remember he posted your album 222.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, let me check this out. Let me see what it's all about. And it ended up being my album of the year. St. Pete Classic, Tampa Bay Classic, whatever you want to say. It's like one of my favorite projects.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that one, man.
Yeah, that 222, man. Micah again produced the whole project.
Really?
Yeah. And one of my biggest records to this date is still on that.
Sam Cassell?
Project. Nah, not even Sam Cassell. Square One.
Square One? Yeah, bro. I love Square One.
Yeah, when I perform at Square One, they go up. They go crazy.
Yeah, I seen it on the tour. You posted a couple videos. They all got the lights out and shit, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. They go crazy. That Square One do something to their soul.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that 222 crazy. All on Me. Sam Cassell.
Awful. Yeah, the way you did your vocals on Awful is like, I love that shit, man.
Yeah. That's that melodic flow, man.
My favorite song is probably Ben Fair.
Oh yeah, Ben Fair a good one too. Ben Fair another good one. Yeah, Ben Fair go crazy.
Do you think we'll ever get like a vinyl, like an anniversary vinyl one day?
Probably, man. You never know. I I'm definitely trying to get vinyls for this new project. It's 369.
We'll get to that one. It's going crazy in the streets, so.
Yeah, definitely trying to get that. But, you never know, man. I'm trying to, put it all together. I'm still independent doing this all dolo. I ain't really got a big team for real. Yeah, just me and, like, whoever you see for real.
Just like the team?
Yeah, it's a small team. Real small, real niche.
So how is it going about, like, the musical aspect from, like, an independent route? Is it a lot harder to get shit done, or you just rely on, like, your relationships that you built and everything?
Yeah, basically. That's how all these avenues and doors open up to me. Just from me being, like, a solid individual outside of music. You know what I mean? Just, like, me being a good person.
Yeah.
That's what comes first. And then, like, everything else is just added on. Like, I get a door open, I get an opportunity, and people don't mind showing love or doing a favor because I'm a solid individual, So, like, and through time, like, this all, like, maturated through time. Like, I just did a show with Caskey, like, a couple months ago, but I've known him for 13 years. You know what I mean? Went on tour with Denzel. I know him for, like, 9.5 years. You know what I mean? So, like, this is just what I'm publicizing and people get to see now because they, like, on the internet and on my Instagram. But, like, I've been around these people for years. I just never, like, showed it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I always been locked in with these same people.
I think that's kind of cool, though, because a lot of people would be like, oh, shit, look who I'm with, like, right now. Like, I'm turning up with Denzel Curry and all this stuff.
I don't rock like that.
Yeah.
I kind of, like, keep the vibes private.
Yeah, it's kind of if you know type shit.
Yeah, I love that if you know type vibe. I'm never trying to, like, over publicize or, like, clout chase. You know what I mean? I'm not really into that, and I don't really like when people, like, approach me on that type of vibe. We're like, oh, you should do a song with such and such because they got these numbers, or they doing this, or they moving like that. I'm like, bro, I don't care. Like, are they a good person? That's what I want to know. I don't care about none of that clout stuff. You name dropping, all of that. Like, I'm not, I don't get hype off of celebrity. You know what I mean? I like good morals, good ethics, how you treat the people who can do nothing for you. Those are the type of people I want to, like, create with and pursue art with and, like, move forward with. Not just because, like, numbers on the screen and notoriety. I don't care about that.
No, I feel that.
Yeah.
So I remember one of my favorite performances that you've done was the Juneteenth event at the factory a couple years back. It was, like, the first one they did. I wish they would have done more, but
yeah.
It was at night at, like, midnight. I think they had you perform.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah. I closed it out, man. I turned it up. Yeah, that was a good show. Juneteenth factory. Shout out Juneteenth. It's my niece's birthday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's wild, dude? And something that I really respect you for. There was one time, like, I was asking you, like, oh yeah, who you should do a feature with so and so, do a feature with so and so. But I like the fact that your professionalism. You're like, I'm not gonna do a song if it doesn't make sense. Like you were saying, like, just for, like, the numbers and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm big on that, man. Cause, like, your art is, like, your story that you're leaving behind. Like, even after you're not here. So, like, people, like I said earlier, like, who I create art with and who I just rock with, I want you to be, like, morally correct and not just, like, lit on the internet and you're, like, a bad person. You know what I mean? I don't care, like, you know what I mean? Like, it gotta be, like, morally correct. And I didn't start, like, this musical journey for, like, this ain't for that. Like, this is just, like, my story, and, like, I'm trying to tell my pain, my struggles, my mishaps, just whatever. Just tell my story. And if you don't, like, align with the story, I'm not just trying to throw you on a song just because, like, in your world you lit. That's cool. Like, be lit over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, but for what we doing right here, like, we building something, like, different. It's, like, real. It's, like, 11 albums and 300 songs. Like, this is a different thing. This is not just a TikTok viral or, like, you know what I mean, overnight type thing. Like, we building something for real.
No, I feel that, man, because I remember when you were rolling out Black Alchemist, one of my favorite projects from you, it was kind of like, yo, I'm going to have all these listening parties for all these EPs. And then when the album drops and most of the songs are on that, y'all are going to be like already familiar with these songs. You're going to have the vibe and then you're just going to be riding out.
Yeah. Definitely did that like that. I was working on that through the pandemic as well, that Black Alchemist. I dropped all of the Element tapes first just because, like, I know we in a musical climate where, like, people don't really, like, digest albums like they used to. So that's why every, like, what I want to say, every quarter, I would drop an Element tape. So it's like, all right, we're going to give you 3 songs off Fire. We're going to give you 3 songs off Earth. We're going to give you 3 songs off Water. We're going to give you 3 songs off Air. And then I got like probably like the best songs of all those tapes. And then I added 8 new songs. So to sprinkle in some of the old with the new, then gave you a project. So you got some songs you're familiar with and you got some new music to ride to. Yeah.
Was it hard to keep Downfall off of Black Alchemist?
Nah, it wasn't hard. I really just didn't add it because the number sequence. It'd have been like 17.
Yeah.
And I kind of wanted it to make it like 16.
Even number.
Yeah, even number.
Now I feel you because it makes you go back.
That's crazy you caught that. That's crazy you caught that. A lot of people don't know that, but that's how you know.
That Downfall wasn't on there?
Yeah.
Bro, I love that song, man.
Nah, it's a good one.
You had the video with all the reach gear on.
Yeah.
Like, I used to play the shit out of that.
Yeah. I literally, like, that day, because my boys was talking about, like, oh, man, we need to shoot a video, this, and that. Ain't nobody would know what to do. So I was like, bro, let me show you how easy this is. So I went to Reach, just grab some clothes. And then I was just like, bro, they was like, we don't got a location. I was like, come on, let's just go to the cemetery. They was like, what? At night? I was like, yeah, come on, let's go. Like, just take it real. Like, we talking about some real stuff. So, like, let's just show people, like, hey, man, life fragile. We talking about some real stuff in this song. So, like, I like for the imagery to match what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So I took it cemetery, church, and then my grandparents' restaurant. Just kept it all like in a little close radius, but still kept it real authentic and true to what was going on at that time.
I remember going to the Fire album like EP listening party too, and having the CD. I still have the CD.
Mm-hmm.
That's why that one hit a little bit different. And some Leo vibes. You know?
Shout out, man. Leo vibes.
Let's talk about Southside Baby. Because I always felt like the Rays like missed the opportunity, like not having somebody like walk out of that, like Brett Phillips when he was here.
Yeah,
that would have been crazy because he's like from St. Pete and shit.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Yeah, shout out the Rays if y'all listening, man.
Make it happen, Rays.
Make it happen, man. I need them seats right behind the umpire.
They're nice. Yeah. I've sat there like once, not like right behind them, but like a couple seats back, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I need that camera time when they like, yo. Look who we got in the building.
That would be crazy. Or just do like a performance. I know they do those like concert series. They're about to have like T-Pain there.
For real?
Yeah, T-Pain's there in a couple weeks.
Hey, shout out whoever the creator director is over there. Tap in. I ain't hard to find. Only-one-two on all platforms.
Yeah, that would be nuts. Like, I think they should start tapping into more that kind of stuff.
Right. Local art, man. They already trying to like push us out. And like not have really like venues for like the locals to really turn up at.
I know, man. It makes me so sad. It's like every time there's like a new spot and things get going, it's always like, all right, well, now we got to put something else.
It's like they made it cool. Okay, gentrification.
Yeah.
Like it's sad to see.
Hopefully with the new stadium, they do a lot of like good work down there because I know they're going to give a lot of like people like housing and stuff and like a lot of jobs will be around in that area from what they did like before when they built it.
Yeah.
So I hope they stay true to that.
Yeah. That's what's needed for sure. Housing and jobs and grocery stores on the south side of St. Pete. We got 0 grocery stores.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's like a food desert for real. Yeah, it's ridiculous. But we getting new high rises that are $1 million a piece. So tap in if you're a snowbird.
Nah, you ain't wrong, man.
It's crazy.
Another one of my favorite songs on Black Alchemist is Snakeskin. I don't think that one was part of any of the other EPs.
Nah, that was annoying. Yeah, that was annoying. We slid in there. Yeah, Snakeskin, man. That pain music. That Black Alchemist was a lot of pain music.
Black Swan.
Yep, Black Swan. That's another big one. A lot of people slept on that Black Swan just because it was like later in the project.
Yeah, I think it's like the second to last track, if not, or the last track.
Yeah, definitely touching on real topics.
So what made you drop the Ether project after that? Was that just kind of like, we did the Black Alchemist, this is like the Fifth Element type shit?
Yep. And then I kind of like wanted to feature like those who were around while I was making the whole Black Alchemist.
Shout out Rec Regular.
Yeah,
shout out John and Sean.
Yeah, John. Shout out Big Mo. You know what I mean? All my brothers. But Black Alchemist, I did no features.
A lot of your projects don't have that many features.
Yeah. I ain't really like the big feature guy. Cause I just don't be chasing nobody. I really just be locked in with me. I don't chase down artists like, hey, you want to jump on my song? Or like, hey, we should work together. Like, I just be locked in, and if someone tap in or like you walk in while I'm creating something, I'm like, oh, you want to jump on it? All right, cool. Bet. It gotta like be organic. Like I'm not gonna like hold the song for like 5 to 6 months, hoping and praying that you book a studio session and get on my song. Like, you gonna get on it or not, bro? Like, it's like, if not, all right, I got a second verse in me. You know what I mean? I'm gonna knock it out regardless.
Yeah, I feel like if you don't like hear it and you're already like ready to do it,
right,
you're never gonna do it.
Right. And I don't like playing them rapper games like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do it, or oh yeah, I don't got a studio yet, or yeah, that. Like I don't play like.
Man, you got a phone though?
Yeah, I don't play them. I don't play them industry games, bro. Like, that's another reason why I don't do no features, because I'm not here to be fake. You know what I mean? Like, if you like it, bro, you gonna jump on it. Like, that's just with anything. Like, you like it, you see a girl you like, you gonna jump on her. You know what I'm saying? You see some shoes you want, you gonna jump on it. You see what, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, it's the same way with the art, bro. Like, you feeling it, you gonna attack it. It's not gonna take you like 5-6 months to do 16 bars. If you're really an artist, you know what I mean?
Yeah, especially like, it's like, you're a really dope artist. Like, why wouldn't you want to make a dope track?
Right. But sometimes people pride and ego be in the way too, you know?
I can see that, especially around like this area.
Right. You know what I'm saying? You might smoke them on a song and they don't want to be like, oh no. So they're like, oh no, I can't do that.
Or you send them a verse and they change their verse.
Right. Yeah.
Let me change it.
I done had some of that happen. I won't name drop, but you know, I done been to some sessions and smoke some songs, and the song never seen the light of day. They was like, yo, I'm gonna get to it. And I'm like, what the song got, bro?
Man.
Yeah. You know, but we ain't tripping though.
One of my favorite features you done was on Trey Butler's project.
Oh yeah, Trey.
That shit was crazy. I remember when that dropped, it was kind of around the, like, I mean, you still don't really do features like that. So to see you on a track, it kind of meant a lot, you know?
Yeah, for sure. I definitely don't do features like that. I don't really like I was telling you earlier, like, if it's not organic, I ain't gonna do it. And Trey, that's the little homie, man. He actually sent me like a couple of records before that one. But that one, like, stuck out to me. As soon
it's
as
a banger.
Yeah, as soon as he send it, ask him. Send it right back. Quick. And you know what's crazy? I never even met him before that.
Really?
Yeah, I never met him. I met him the following year at on the MLK Day parade. Yeah, I met him. He was doing like photography for like Creative Loafing. And I met him like on the street, nice street, like in the neighborhood I grew up in. It's crazy, like the synchronicity of that. But like, I never met him before that. I just, like I said, it was a dope song. He sent it to me. We had no prior, you know, anything. Just like, he was sending me records. I was like, But that one spoke to me, so I jumped on it right away. Yeah, but Trey's dope, man. Amazing photographer. Probably like one of the best in the city.
Yeah, for sure. He's been going crazy. I love the way he like his themes.
Mm-hmm.
Everything has like a theme.
Yeah.
And he seems to pick the right model for it and everything.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. He be storytelling. Great, awesome storytelling, man.
And he still got bars too. So
Don't
forget that.
Yeah. That boy got the bars, man. He just told me, he was like, yo, I don't want to rap because I don't want to go on tour. He was like, I want to stick with the family vibes.
I respect that.
Yeah, I can respect that too. But he definitely one of the coldest in the area. I give bro his props for sure.
Let's talk about that Seminal project, bro.
Yeah.
So I noticed on that one, it was kind of more, you went back into like a lot of riffs, a lot of instrumentation, a lot of guitar.
Mm-hmm.
Is that like Mike Weezy influence? Or?
Nah. See, Mike Weezy, he did records on the Black Alchemist. He produced like majority of that because like I was locking in with him during the pandemic. But with Seminal, that showed the boat.
Okay.
Yeah, show did all the tracks on them. So I just went back to the roots originally. Like that's why I started with Show. I've been locked in with Show almost like 16, 17 years. Yeah, so I just went back to the roots.
Underground champion.
Yeah, underworld champion, go crazy. You know what? We did that tape, bro, in like 3 days.
Really?
3 days.
That's wild.
Yeah.
A lot of those songs like are bangers too.
Yeah, 3 days, bro. I literally got off tour with Denzel, went to Miami. He had like a show with Kid Cudi. So in between like getting off tour and Zell going on doing the show with Cudi, I just went to the show. After that show, I just met up with Show the Boat and we locked in. 3 days, knocked out the project.
Where did you get the idea to do it, to like call it Seminal and kind of tap into that like native vibe?
Oh yeah, just going back to the native roots of like the ancestors.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Just letting people know like about the natives in the area. You know what I mean? Shout out to the Seminoles, Yamasee, you know.
Yes,
all
sir.
of that. Just going to the real roots. Just bringing it back to, you know. It's like paying homage to the roots. So that's why I called it that.
Where did you get the idea to start doing all the like synchronized stuff, or like, you know what I mean, like the 222?
Mm-hmm.
Is it kind of, did it just like come to you like, yo, this would be a dope way to roll it out? It's also like really how you live your life and stuff like that.
Oh, you just like the dates.
Dates, the albums, like
yeah.
how everything, like we're doing number 22, like that kind of shit.
I mean,
like, it's on some like spiritual shit,
yeah,
like
I'm just,
deeper than rap type shit.
It's deeper than rap. I'm just a wave rider. And like I like to do things within alignment, and I feel like timing is everything. So when you do stuff at the right time, like it makes sense. So like that's why I do, like it's a little plan and it's also a little mistake too, for real. Like I just see it throughout the day. Like when I made the 222 project, I was literally seeing 222 everywhere. Like I was in LA, I see on the back of the bus 222. Flight 222. Go over here like 222. See a girl, she got a tattoo on her wrist, 222. Like I was like, okay, yeah. It's a project called 222.
That's wild.
Yeah. So that's how I came up with it. And then I just dropped it February. You know what I mean? 2020, 22. Then I dropped the single February 2nd. That's what I dropped, second cassette, I think. Yeah. As a single. Yep. So I just planned it around what I was seeing. So that's what I planted it in, like the release of the project. Yeah, just taking the signs I see and just applying it to the art I create.
Where did 369 come from then?
369, so that's you familiar with Nikola Tesla?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like 369 is like a big Nikola Tesla thing. Like if you know the secrets behind 369, then you know the secrets of the universe.
I don't know much about him. I just know that like a lot of people stole his ideas and stuff.
Right.
And he's in that he's touched on in that movie The Prestige.
I've never seen that film.
You gotta check it out. It's a Christopher Nolan movie.
Okay.
but it's like about basically like Tesla's in it, but it has all these other. It's got a little bit of magic element to it too,
Okay.
but it's cool. Check it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna tap in. But yeah, yo, big Tesla fan. You know, he created a lot of things, like you said. People stole the ideas. One being the radio.
Mm-hmm.
You know, along with like electricity and all of that type of vibe. But yeah, so I'm just trying to like turn people back up on that frequency. Yeah.
Is that why there's more like turn up tracks and like bangers on that one?
Yeah, for sure.
Like whole block turn. I love that shit. I was bumping it at the Bucks practice the other day.
I seen that. You posted that. Yeah, but that's why that too. And I kind of wanted to get out of what I want to say, like the pain music, cause like that's what I was getting in the loop of. Like I dropped Black Alchemist, 16 tracks of pain music, and then like Seminal is a similar darker vibe, not all the way pain, but it's still like
it had more of those riffs and stuff that you could attach to that kind of vibe.
Right. So that's why you mentioned like, well, did Mike Weezy do that? I was like, nah, show did that, but it's like similar vibe. So with the 369, I was like, we're gonna turn it up. Yeah, like we're gonna turn it up and like
party lit.
Yeah, party lit and just do a whole different like sound as well. It's like a big like UK like grime, drum and bass, like that type of drill type of sound.
Yeah, you had a couple of drill kind of vibes. You had a little cloud rap, little vibe on there on Overstand. Yeah. That one's one of my new favorite tracks.
Yeah, Overstand was crazy. But yeah, I was listening to just like a lot of Afrobeat, a lot of grime, a lot of UK drill. So like that's what influenced like that 369 sound.
Let's talk about Antisocial.
Yeah, Antisocial.
I seen the video before a couple times, but I was peeping it before I came over here, and it's fucking crazy, man.
Yeah, shout out my boy Uncle Luke.
Yeah, like the crazy angles they got and everything. Like, what was the idea behind that one?
Yeah, just Antisocial. I was in there just breaking like cell phones and just like.
That's why all the phones were all there.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah, just like breaking them up. Like, man, listen, I'm unplugging, but I'm venting at the same time.
Yeah. It's. I feel like a lot of people find your music very relatable. Because if they're going through something, either if it's like family shit or like relationship shit, you touch on kind of the whole spectrum, you know?
Yeah, for sure, man. I try to keep it a charcuterie board. You know what I mean? My approach to making music, like something for everybody on there.
So what's the plan going forward with like 369? Are you trying to push that one a little bit more? Or
yeah,
for
sure.
You got a couple projects coming out soon.
Yeah. I actually paused that.
Those EPs that you hinted at?
I paused those EPs, man, because I was just in Miami talking like with one of my homies, and I actually just like put a pause on that, and I want to just focus on 369. I want to amplify that a little more because I don't want it to get like brushed over.
Yeah,
because there's some big records on there.
I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, there's some big records on there, and I don't want to drown it out with not necessarily saying what I was gonna drop was lackluster, because it's still like of that caliber. But
yeah, I saw the vision.
Yeah. But I wanted to just wait. I'm gonna wait a little bit, and I'm gonna turn up 369 a little bit more. I'm gonna ride it out for the rest of the year.
And you still got the whole summer, basically.
Yeah. I'm gonna ride it out for the rest of the year. Drop a couple more visuals off of that one, and probably top of the year I'm gonna give them something new. But I've definitely been working. You know, it's a straight consistency over here. Like I said, man, 11 albums, 300 songs. All I know is like marathon consistency. I never had like a viral moment. Never went viral on Vine. Never went viral on TikTok. It's just all I know is just create, drop, create, drop. That's like my process.
That's crazy that you say that, because a lot of people they'll reference you as like the St. Pete Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Do you like that, or are you kind of shy away from that?
I mean, it's cool. Like Wayne one of the greatest. So if you can call me the St. P. Lil Wayne, I'll take that. Yeah, I'll take that. Wayne one of the greatest. Definitely a big influence as well. So I could take that. I wouldn't look at that as anything bad. It's kind of like a tilted hat. Like, you on your Dean, boy, you doing your thing.
Everybody I've heard call you that knows what's up. So, So it's not like they're out of the loop, you know?
Nah, they tapped in. They know for sure. But it's also, too, catalog.
Yeah.
I put in that work to get a title like that, you know? It's not like I said, I'm just not like a one-trick pony or one big song artist. It's just like back to back to back. And if you know, I also like wrote on other people's stuff as well, you know what I mean? And I wrote and did other things. You know what I mean?
I didn't know all that.
Yeah. I won't even go into detail about that, but like,
dude, I didn't know ghostwriting. I like knew about ghostwriting and knew it was like pretty common, but I didn't know it was like really common because the last couple people we talked to on the podcast, they were talking to me about ghostwriting and stuff. Mm-hmm. Not that they ghostwrite, but just like that kind of vibe. And I was like, I didn't know that many people like were about that, you know?
Yeah. That's actually kind of like how I entered into like the entertainment industry for real.
Was ghostwriting for people?
Yep. Ghostwriting.
I mean, man, you got the bars.
Yeah, ghostwriting, man. Ghostwriting. Even writing female songs as well, you know?
Yeah. That's a nice little lane, man, because I know like Yachty's done shit like that with City Girls.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure, man. Just multifaceted. Just keep it, never like one lane. Just I could do whatever I put my mind to if I actually like take the steps to learn it and then apply myself.
Didn't you have a little bit of an acting background too?
Yeah. I used to do that as well.
Do you ever see yourself like dabbling back in with that? Or
yeah, for sure. I definitely would dabble back into acting and being on screen and shooting films, but I got to do it at my expense. Kind of like I want to control like the narrative and the budget versus like getting handed a script and like somebody tell me what to do.
Yeah, like you would be the producer.
Yeah.
Maybe the writer.
Yeah. Kind of like an Ice Cube approach.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or old school like Master P.
Yeah, John Singleton, Ice Cube. Shout out John Singleton. Definitely.
Yeah. He's got some classics.
Yeah, for sure. I worked with John Singleton before.
Really?
Yeah. On the set of Kevin Hart, Real Husbands of Hollywood.
Okay.
Yeah. GOAT.
He was like a producer on that or like a director? I know he's a director, but...
He was a director. Yeah, and an actor on screen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the work you've been doing for your grandparents' restaurant, Atwater's.
Mm-hmm.
The Atwater family is like St. Pete royalty, you know? So I really appreciate what you're doing. It's a dope look. We definitely like need that more for the city. Like people that are actually from the city doing shit for the city.
Yes, sir. Yeah, so, I'm just trying to keep it all in the family. I don't want the vision to be wiped away like we was talking about earlier about gentrification. Just somebody with a big check trying to like bulldoze the lot and build something else over there that we don't even need.
Nah, they can't do it, man. I used to go to school like right down the road from there. Like
that's real.
They can't do it.
Yeah. So, just stepping up and just taking the initiative, knowing like what my grandparents would have did. And I got like so many memories in that building. Like that building taught me entrepreneurship, you know what I mean, on another level. Just like I didn't have like grandparents who I seen go to work. I had grandparents who I seen like go to a place that they own and upkeep it and, hire people and buy other buildings and, acquire properties. So I grew up with that mentality and that mind state. So me as a person, I couldn't let that fade, just because it made me who I am today.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I stepped in and like had them do a little saving grace move.
It's important, man.
Yeah,
like,
for
big
sure.
shout out to you, bro.
Yeah, and it's important for like kids who are minorities to see like that ownership is possible, because like a lot of people don't grow up with that and being able to see like owning something. Like you hear the stories, like, you know what I mean, we hear about it, but like to actually see it in your neighborhood and like be connected with it, like it's a different thing.
Yeah, especially like where we're from, because a lot of shit now that a lot of the local like businesses, a lot of the local mom and pop businesses are gone.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh well, why go to the local mom and pop business when you can go to Subway or go to whatever?
Right.
It's like, no, we don't want that shit, man.
Right. Right, for real. And it also take community too. So like a lot of people who want to see like local businesses thrive, you gotta spend money in those communities, you know, for it to thrive.
The right way.
Yeah, the right way.
Let's not just knock it down and build a tennis court.
Yeah, right. Well, what is pickleball or something like that?
Pickleball.
Yeah, man. Right. The people in the neighborhood don't even know how to play pickleball, let alone probably don't even know what it is. So
it's crazy. There's that sport's actually like growing. Tom Brady has like an ownership in like the pro league of it.
Yeah.
There's a big ass warehouse in Ybor.
Yeah.
That has like courts and stuff, but I don't know. I feel like the art is more important to the
art
than
is
that.
way more important than pickleball.
Yeah, especially what they've been working on over there for the past couple of years, and you've been a big part of that too, doing all your shows.
Mm-hmm. But like I said, just showing like kids in the area that monetizing art is possible while retaining ownership, you know? So like it's important, man, to like be that pillar and that working force in the community as well as like in the art space. Just giving people hope, man, a possibility.
So your birthday was a couple of days ago.
Yeah,
you got the
yesterday.
birthday bash coming out.
Yesterday.
Oh, yesterday?
Yeah, birthday was yesterday, man.
So what do you got planned for the birthday bash? This will drop after that, but I just wanted to highlight
just
it.
a little kickback for real, man. It ain't like a crazy big show. Just like a little, you know, little kickback vibe. Might perform like a few songs, but it's just, you know, I ain't really want to do like a dinner or something like that. I just wanted to invite the friends and some fans, come vibe with me before I jump on road, go on tour. Be gone for like 3 months.
Yeah, let's talk about the tour. How's like tour life for you? Is it
tour life?
Hard?
Nah, tour life, man. I love touring, bro. For real. That's probably like my favorite thing in music is the tour, because you get to go to new cities and meet new people, eat new food, and see how the people react to the art that you created. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I bet you see a lot of different scenes. Like we were talking about, you were going to Nashville and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I don't even know what kind of rap comes from Nashville other than like Memphis, Memphis rap. But it's just crazy to see what that audience would be like, you know?
Yeah, for sure, man. I love touring. Tapping in with new people, just tapping in with the fans and like getting new reactions from different demographics and different walks of life. It's cool to see, you know what I mean? Versus just like knowing what's going on in your own backyard. That's kind of easy, but like going to, like I did a show with Denzel last tour in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Like I only saw that in like cartoons, you know what I mean? Like Wile E. Coyote or whatever. Like, but to like tap in, do a show out there and like still have people like tap in, or like have fans from Phoenix, Arizona, like still tapping in, like buying merch. It's just dope to see. It's a dope thing to experience.
I love Arizona. It's really nice out there.
Yeah, for sure. Super hot.
Yeah, well, when I went, it was in January, and up in like Flagstaff, it was snowing up there.
Dang.
That's like the crazy part about it.
Yeah, that's crazy. When I went, they had like on the news that like garbage cans was melting.
Yeah, it can get up to like, people think it gets hot here, and it definitely does, but it's like a dry heat.
Yeah, it's a dry heat. Down here it's like humid heat.
Yeah.
We like below sea level, so it's like we boiling in the pot. But out there it's like skillet.
It's like a desert.
Yeah, like desert heat for real. It's crazy.
What's the crowd that kind of surprised you the most? Like their reaction?
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I get love in every city.
Yeah.
Yeah, just cause the showmanship that I bring, and I actually like work on my craft.
Yeah.
So like, it's never one crowd that I've performed in front of and I didn't get love. Yeah.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
How'd you get locked in with Denzel and like Postronaut and all them?
So Denzel, Postronaut, I met them through Joey Badass. Yeah. And the World Domination Tour, like in 2015.
Wow.
Yeah. So I locked in with them through Joey, because I went on tour with Joey the year prior to that. It was Joey and Vince Staples.
Damn, that would be a crazy show.
Yeah, 2014. And then the year after that, I linked with Denzel and Posh 2015 on the World Domination Tour. But you know, those boys from Florida, so after the tour, it's like easy to lock in, because like, oh, you in Florida? Oh yeah, bet. You got a show down in Miami? I'm gonna pull up. Oh, you got a show over here? I'm gonna pull up. Like, so just always seeing them. So it's just easy to lock in. Like, once I met them through a reputable source, shout out Joey, I just stayed locked in with them boys. Anytime they had anything going on, I always pulled up. Just as my authentic self too. Like I was telling you earlier, like I never pulled up like forcing the issue. Like, hey, I rap. Or hey, y'all can let me perform. Or like, I never was coming across like that. I was just being a friend, a cool person. Like they know I made music, but I never like pushed that on them. I just came as me. And then eventually through time, it was like, you know what? Come on, roll with us. Come do these shows with us. Come be down with this camp that we created. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's how that happened. Just real organic.
Is that collab with Denzel dropping soon? I know you guys got a track.
Yeah, we cooking up something, man. We might be cooking up something, man. You never know.
Florida's gonna go crazy on that one.
You never know, man. We might be cooking up something. You never know, man. It's always a little ace in the cut.
You ain't wrong.
It's always an ace in the cut.
Some of those lineups that you were talking about from back in the day, like, would blow people's mind now, man. Like,
right.
Like fucking Joey Badass and Vince Staples.
Yeah.
Denzel Curry, like all on one show, man. Like, if they did that kind of shit today, I mean, some like bills are like that, but man, back then, like when they were all first coming up, that's like a crazy moment, you know?
Yeah, man, it was dope, man. It's a dope thing to experience, and it's also dope to see the growth, like to see like Joy from when I met him like 2012 to like seeing him now acting like on Power, Raising Kanan, like doing like crazy. It's a crazy evolution to see.
From 1999 to Power.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And he just like living in a whole different moment, and just like seeing Denzel doing like small rooms to like now it's about to be an arena tour. You know what I mean? So it's like seeing a room with 500 people to now it's like 20,000.
If not more at some of those shows.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy to see. But it's also a testament to like consistency and just staying down and growth and just staying with it. And having a solid team. That's another important thing that I've noticed, just like being around these boys, like the team's solid. So you might know like the celebrity names that I'm dropping, but just know like within that ecosystem, it's a solid team. It's like a manager that plays important roles, role managers, a videographer, it's a accountant, you know. It's a solid team to keep the wheel running.
Yeah, just to make sure that the package is presented as well as it can be.
Right.
There's no like, oh man, we should have did that last time. I mean, there's always going to be that, but that's just part of the art, you know. You're never going to be satisfied.
Right. I always tell people like, as good as Michael Jordan was, he couldn't inbound the ball to himself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As good as he was, bro, he needed somebody to pass him that ball. Need a strong team, bro. That's the only way anything can work.
Yeah. So before we get out of here, let's talk about What are some of your favorite, like, either food spots or spots in St. Pete?
Favorite food spots in St. Pete. I'm gonna have to go with Al Waters.
Of course.
Yeah, I just have to go with the home team, man. Yeah, man. I just grew up on that food. Home cooked Southern food.
A lot of people in St. Pete did.
Yeah, man. So I'm gonna have to
The
go
greens,
with
everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with the home, man. Shout out to family.
Shout out to the Atwater family.
Yeah, shout out to the fam, man. What else you ask? What other spots?
Oh, just like other spots that you like to go to. I know you go to they used to do the backlot breakfast clubs.
Oh yeah, Scott.
You used to always be at Scott shit.
Yeah, Scott. That's my brother, man. Scott, another one, solid individual, man. Anytime I ask him for anything, he always provide a solution. So yeah, shout out Scott. I'm actually rocking his merch right now.
Yo, yeah, shout out to Scott, man.
Yeah.
He's a real homie.
I'm actually rocking his merch right now, man. Scott, my boy Mikey, got that Form 43.
That's the cement shop next door, right?
Next door to Mikey.
I haven't been in there yet, but I know like that you're there a lot.
Yeah.
I know Data Synced is there a lot doing shit.
I did a listening party over there, like a singer release party for Love Again over there.
Okay.
Yeah, Mikey's spot. He built like a whole concrete stage for me. But like roses, like concrete rose type of vibe. So like it was dope.
That's crazy, man.
Form 43. That's another spot.
So he's like a concrete artist.
Yeah,
basically.
concrete artist. Concrete artist, man. But once again, a solid human first.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of just the art. Mikey and Scott, solid. For sure. Though outside of the family, those are the two places I would recommend.
Yeah, you got to check out Scott's studio.
Yeah, SAFDS and Form 43. Shout out.
Hopefully they bring back at least the Breakfast Club in some form.
Yeah, for sure.
Or some kind of event like that. I miss like seeing everybody there. Like you would be there a lot of times. Like obviously like Laurent, Abstract Poet, Gallardo will be out there sometimes. So
yeah, for
you
sure.
never know who
man.
you're gonna see.
Yeah, those boys working on something, man. Something big. I won't say. I talked to them though, but they got something.
The Hillary
big
team?
Nah, just Scott and Mikey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
I ain't too familiar with the Hillary team, like what they working on. But shout out to them boys. Salute. I know they making moves.
For sure.
But yeah, Scott and Mikey, I'm locked in with them boys.
Hell yeah. You got anything else you want to plug or talk about before we head out of here, man?
Just 369, man. Tap in. Onlyonetwo on all platforms. Spell it all out. Onlyonetwo. Heavy catalog. 11 albums. Over 300 songs. You know what I mean? Go pick your favorite. Share it with your friend. Don't ask me what's my favorite because I'm going to tell you the next song that I make. For real.
Yeah, we just went in depth on like pretty much all your projects. So go listen to them, come back, listen to what we had to say about them, and you'll catch the vibe.
Yes, sir. Save our ways. Tap in.
So you can find all his work at the Onlyonetwo on Instagram.
Yeah. At Onlyonetwo on Instagram. Or just go to my website, Save Our Waves. SEVAW Waves.com. SEVAW Waves.com. Save Our Waves.
And you can find all my work at Jit Camp 727 on Instagram and on jitcamp.com, where a jit can be a jit. Peace.
Believe it.